know they're not going to give me anything. Even if it's on the fence, I have to be clear-cut better than everybody for me to even get a look. So,
why do you think that is?
I mean, it's just pure hate for me, obviously, and no appreciation for my real skill for the game. But I get it. I understand where we're coming from. I understand what we have here in this building that scares everybody. But for me, I was just proud of the growth that I had in that area, whereas I just wanted to be able to be relied on to guard anybody. You know, accolades, that stuff, that stuff is kind of long gone for me, unless it's like, you know, finals or something like that, where it's probably pretty even. But, you know, regular season awards, I mean, I'm never going to get a look when it comes to that, especially playing here for the Warriors.
You were checking James Harden on the ball in the Western Conference Finals. Are these folks not watching?
Yeah, they're not.
Robertson for three.
Fultz once again getting the start, and here's Simmons coming up with a turnover.
Great.
Look at that! Look at that! Oh, what a play by Simmons! I didn't think I'd get that excited in a preseason
game. One more thing about the KD and Kawhi and LeBron. Were you nervous when you walked out there, and was there a moment where that you were proud of, that's something you did?
Oh yeah, I was nervous. So I was paired with KD, and we started shooting, and my shots were all going short, and he was always telling me like shoot up, and I said, you know, like I can't right now because just, you know, I was pretty excited, and he was telling me always to shoot up. But, you know, even like that was a pretty good moment for me, like him telling me to shoot up, even if it's something simple, but him telling me that was him. And also after that, Bron and Kawhi, they were always talking to me. So it was an unbelievable experience.
And one more thing, like when you first saw LeBron after he left the Cavs, did you guys have a moment? I mean, did he say something memorable to you?
I mean, yeah, I was so happy when I saw him, but besides that, we was texting to each other. So I was always texting him, and I was letting him know what I'm doing, where am I, because when we met in Vegas, so the next day I was going back home, and he was like, hey, when you get back home, text me so I will know that you're okay. And every time when something good happens, I was letting him know. And when we met in LA, I was so happy to see him again, you know, and it was good against being with him on the floor.
Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
You worked out with him. How did that come about?
I was just trying to expand my game and try to figure out ways and people that can help me expand my game, and I think Kobe Bryant was one of them.
What did you learn from him?
A lot. You gotta be simple. You gotta be simple. You gotta work on your craft again and again and again. We started drill. Oh, you gotta think outside the box, and you always gotta be a kid. That's what he told me. I said, be a kid? What do you mean by be a kid? Like, you gotta mature, you gotta be a man. You know, so when you step on the floor, you gotta be a man. Like, show them that you're here. I said, no, what I mean by being a kid, he said, kid, use their fantasy. Like, you can see a kid being creative and playing with two rocks and playing around with them. And he said that when you're a kid, you always want to learn. You always want to learn. You ask questions. You ask questions every time. Why do I do this? why am I sitting in the passenger seat? Why am I going to school today? Like, you always ask questions. So he told me, always be a kid. The workout was great though. The workout was great. He made me make 350 or 400 shots. But they were all the same shots. All the same shots. We went to a spot and he told me, make 20. I said, make how many? 10? Like, he said, no, make 20. Be low, use your footwork. When you shoot, raise up high and make 20. It was amazing. It was amazing working out with Kobe. As usual, I had my notebook there. I had questions ready for him. I told him before I asked him the question, I said, look, I don't want this to be an interview. Feel like an interview. He said, no. You can ask me whatever. I was like, are you sure? He said, yeah. I was like, okay. Blah, 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 blah. I was asking him questions, things that I want to learn about recovery, about off-season, about dealing with off the court, stuff that take your attention away from basketball. And he was cool. It was amazing. I met his little daughter, Gigi, and I was there. I've never told nobody this. I told all my family. I was there 3 hours before him.
3 hours?
3 hours.
Before him?
Before.
What did he think of that?
He didn't know I was 3 hours before him. So when the workout was done, I told him, I beat you to the gym. He was like, haha, I don't think he got me. You understand what I was saying? So I repeat myself. I said, I beat you to the gym. And he said, haha, when were you here? I was like 3 hours earlier. I got my shots up, then I got some treatment. Then I got some shots up, then I sat down again. I did some core work and stuff, and then he walked in. I was there earlier.
What was his response when you told him that?
Well, first of all, I think he tried to avoid what I told him. But he was just laughing. He's a cool guy. But this is like Kobe. I look up to Kobe Bryant, and in my head, I gotta show him that I want him. I gotta show him that I'm not here to just mess around and say I'll work out with you. I'm here because I want to be better. I want to be better. So it was amazing. It was amazing working with him.
Someday when you're done with basketball, am I going to be able to pick up a book that will be a bestseller and it will be simply the notebooks you've been keeping all these years?
I don't know.
What's in those notebooks?
My thoughts.
You know that would be a bestseller.
Yeah, but I don't know if...
You hadn't thought of that, had you?
I never thought about that, but I don't know if I'll ever give away my thoughts, because that's not going to be true to myself.
Even when you're done?
No, I don't think so, because...
Even if people could learn from them?
Yeah, but there's some bad thoughts in there too. I've been to some dark
so this is
places.
personal stuff. This is personal.
No, it's some personal stuff, but it's all my notes that I have. Because at the end of the day, you can talk with somebody, but you're not always going to remember everything they tell you. So when you write it down, you can always go back to it.
Huh? It didn't.
You typically get around to it.
I did?
You typically get there.
Fucking wank. What is your piss off?
I actually had something about
Get him out of here. What are they doing? Oh, wanker. You'll watch a movie.
We're still 4-time Eastern Conference champions. So until you take us down from that, teams ain't got much to say. Boston, Philly, they ain't got much to say. Boston had home court game 7, lost. Philly, you guys almost got swept. Toronto, we already know that story. So until someone takes us down, not much they can really say.
Yourself, and what would you like people to know about you?
I'm a fun guy. Obviously, I love the game of basketball. I mean, it's just more questions you have to ask me in order for me to tell you about myself. I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
He's right there.
Yeah, the glasses. There you go.
When I think about playoffs, my nipples get hurt.